Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? Let's talk about it in the comments. And speaking of the comments are what I want to talk to you about because I think they're pretty important. But first of all, you probably noticed several people have commented, where the heck you been, Bob? It's been 2 weeks, and it's been 2 weeks. And here's the thing. Every 60 or so shows, I have this feeling that I could be doing more. I get kind of maybe not bored with the show, but worried that I'm not doing all I can for you. And sometimes it's just some passing thoughts about it, and I make some changes. Other times it really digs in and becomes maybe something of an existential crisis. I get a little freaked out about it, really thinking, holy moly, what am I going to do here? I got to do some improvements in the show. And that's what happened this time. It was a big deal in the old brain bone, and I really felt like I couldn't do a show till I got it sorted out. But I think I got it sorted out. And here's what I'm thinking. I've been looking back to the old shows, and they're not great. They're not super good. They're kind of unfocused, unorganized, and I think new information has come out since then from our discussion that we could revisit those topics and be a lot better about them. And also a lot of the shows, there's 3 or 4 topics covered in the show, so it's hard to refer back to one of those shows. It's like, hey, watch this show to get that thing, because is it at 3 minutes in? And I don't remember exactly what I did with all those shows. So what I want to do is refocus on the comments, because the comments, y'all, they're the direction of the show. They're the heart and soul of the show. They're the important thing here is answering those questions. And whenever I look at those episodes going back, the ones where we answered questions specifically, and also the viewer questions we do with Scott, those are by far the most viewed episodes, the longest viewed episodes, and also the ones that generate the most conversation. So I think that's really important, and I think that's what we need to do going forward, is focus more on that. We'll still do some vlog episodes and that kind of thing, keep up on what's going on with the peppers and that kind of thing. But what I want to do is go back through a lot of those old topics and revisit those with a lot more focus on specific episodes that cover exactly that topic, so that we'll have those not just as a reference. So if someone asks that question, we can say, hey, go watch OCG Fam Show 475 or whatever it is for the answer. But that show will also act as a baseline of what our knowledge is about that thing, so we can use that as a basis for conversation going forward. So that's what I'm thinking, but what are you thinking? Let's just talk about this in the comments if you think this is a good way to go. I think it is. Maybe we can kind of refine how we're going to do that. But know that I'll be working on those previous subjects, the basics like flushing and mixing and pH and all that stuff, working on real succinct episodes on those. But also, I don't want to just go back in time and start over. I want to keep going to this advanced track that we've all had in the conversation here. So we'll do maybe on Mondays, starting next Monday, but even in the comments of these episodes, talk about advanced topics too, things that you want to talk about that maybe even aren't on the subject of what that particular episode is, and we'll get into those too. I'm always open to questions, and I want to take those questions and not just do a quick answer in the comments or something. I want to make specific videos about everyone that I can. So that's it for today. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be answering questions, so put them in the comments. The OCG Fam Show.